Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome to my video. Sorry guys, I've been traveling for about over 4 weeks since Wimbledon ended. Actually, a few hours after the Wimbledon final, so I haven't been able to bring you much content. I'm back from my trip as of today, so my video content is coming right back to normal. Expect many videos the rest of the year and into next year. And it's all starting from now as I'm back from my trip. So, guys, I want to talk about the Toronto Masters, what's happened in the semi final, what's going to happen in the final. I hope you guys are all ready for that. So, the first semi final featured Riley Opelka against Tsitsipas. I mean, they were about equal, both serving well. Came down to a few important moments where they lost serve in the first two sets. Then in the last set, what we saw is a very poor service game for Tsitsipas in the third set. I don't know if you were watching the third set, but yeah, he had a really bad service game there. So the final score was 7-6 to Tsitsipas, 7-6 to Opelka. So, yeah, mostly the first two sets was about the tiebreak. Both guys have a big serve. Neither guy did very well to return that serve. And then I just felt like it was a serve-dominated match, right? So, when considering all of that, like Tsitsipas has a good serve, forehand, 1-2 punch. Opelkas just have a huge serve too, and neither of them could really get back enough balls in return. That was just it. Came down to the tiebreaker. Opelka did well on a couple of key points in one set tiebreaker, Tsitsipas the other. And then the last set, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the last set, it just came down to one thing, right? Tsitsipas had a bad game, right? Where where he hit two double faults, made an easy unforced error, I believe, off the backhand side. Opelka hit one winner where he just took a risk, hammered it, and it's just hitting the back line for a clean winner. Um, so yeah, so then that, but I mean, it was more about Opelka just wanting to say, I'm going for it as hard as I can on the line. I'm going to take a risk, and it went off. And then the two doubles for Tsitsipas, two double faults, one unforced error. Then Opelka just shuts him out with a serve. So that's it. So basically, no one could break serve except for the one game when Stefanos Tsitsipas, um, two double faults and an unforced error, and then a winner from Opelka, and then the serve shuts him out. So Opelka's in the final now. He'll face Daniel Medvedev in the final, and Medvedev won 6-2, 6-2 in his semi-final against Isner. Isner looked a bit hampered on his serve there, and quite a lot of problems for Big John. I felt like a lot of the games, it was just like a case where Medvedev was just getting back Isner's serve and forcing him into rallies, and Isner couldn't really be involved in a rally, and Isner needs 3 points. So the problem is Medvedev's return of serve is good enough to force Isner in enough rallies, and Isner doesn't have any chance to compete in those rallies. So now Isner's trying to win these rallies that he's got a very low chance of winning, and if he doesn't do it, he's going to keep getting broken. Usually he avoids those rallies with great serves, but with Medvedev returning great and Isner having an injury and reduced speed on the serve, now he's forced into all these rallies with Medvedev just to hold serve, and Medvedev's better at rallying. So to avoid the rally going too long, Isner had to take risks, hit low percentage shots. Um, Medvedev just let the rally go on, was patient until he got the error. He got enough errors to get enough breaks. Then there was one game, the last break of serve, where it was just where Medvedev had a great return game. I mean, Isner was at the net. He had all these great passing shots. Isner couldn't handle it. Medvedev hit all these great passing shots. Then great rally by Medvedev, taking control, moving him around, exposing the lack of movement, coming in, finishing at the net. He gave him a low volley with a great return again by Medvedev, and then another error in a long rally where Isner's forced to take the risk to end it. Gets the error, but then that was like one return game that was really great. But the story of the match was Isner loses power on the serve. Medvedev returns great, forces him into rallies. Isner can't be in those rallies, out rally, and he has to go for too much and hit the error. And on Medvedev's serve, um, what happened there was Medvedev's getting 3 points off his serve. The other times he's getting in a rally which he started ahead and got complete control of, so he can just move Isner around and then win the rally there, and Isner's got no chance of a rally. He's moved around, and Medvedev started the rally ahead with his good serve. And then even when Medvedev doesn't get much out of his serve, it's a 50-50 rally, Medvedev's still going to win 90% of those. But even those are a few, because usually it's a free point for Medvedev or a rally that he started ahead with the serve. All those times, 100% of the points going for Medvedev. And the other times when it's a 50-50 rally, he gets nothing out of his serve, still winning 90%. So no chance for Isner to break. And then Medvedev's getting enough of Isner's return serves back into play to force enough rallies, and he's too good for him on the rally. Isner's having to force go for too much. So there we are, straight sets for Medvedev over Isner, 6-2, 6-2. Now the preview for the Toronto Masters 1000 final. Riley Opelka versus Medvedev. Similar type of game, Medvedev versus Isner. Only Isner was injured, so he couldn't quite get his serve as he'd want. Opelka's not. So because of that, Medvedev, right, won't be able to get as much serves in play to force Opelka into those rallies the way he did to Isner, right? So then when he's not able to break serve, John Isner, just a second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. So what I was saying was, getting back to the video, when Opelka serves amazing, he'll hold serve. But then the problem is when Medvedev's serving, he's getting 3 points off his serve. He's got quite a good serve too. Opelka doesn't have a good enough return. So with Medvedev's serve and Opelka's poor returning, Opelka won't get enough in play. When he does, it's going to be a rally, which Medvedev is going to start ahead and move Opelka around. Opelka won't be able to handle that. Rallies that Medvedev's in control of, that he started ahead with the serve. So no chance of those, even the 50-50 rallies. Again, Medvedev's going to win them 90% of the time. So basically, that means like the three categories on Medvedev serves will be points he wins with his serve because he's got a good serve and Opelka's not good at returning. Rallies that he's in complete control and moving Opelka around, which he'll dominate those. And then the few times when it's a 50-50 rally, Medvedev should win more than 90% of those. Whereas with Opelka's serve, when Opelka, the serve's not coming back, yeah, he wins, but he's dependent on always having to do it. If he has a game where he misses a whole bunch of first serves, Medvedev does force him into a rally. Once he gets that past that first line of defense for Opelka, which is his serve, and forces him into the rally, then Medvedev wins the rally. So Opelka's dependent on constantly the serve not coming back over and over again. And if it ever does, 3 or 4 times and Medvedev gets in a rally, Medvedev's going to win them. So it's a lot of pressure always having to serve big, knowing that if Medvedev gets it back, wins him into a rally, he's got more than a 50% chance every time, right? And then the only way Opelka, if he serves every game in the set with perfection, to take it to a tiebreak. If not, he gets one break, which is a decent chance there'll be one game he'll miss first serves. Medvedev will get him in rallies, beat him in the rallies, get the breaks. Whereas Medvedev serve, there's not that much pressure. Like he's going to win a lot with his serve, then a lot where he's just attacking, but not an ace, and they're coming back, but he's got complete control of the rally. So again, he's still winning it. And then even if he's getting nothing out of his serve, he's still winning 90% of the points. So the thing on Medvedev's serve, when he wins on his serve, he wins. But if his serve fails him, he still wins his service games just by winning the rallies. Whereas, so he's winning either way. So if you're better in the rallies and you've also got a good serve, you can't really be broken because it's a luxury when you get the 3 points off serve or a great serve that gives you complete control of the rally. But when that doesn't happen and your serve advantage is eliminated, you're still going to win the rallies. Like you don't need to serve anyway. So whether Medvedev's serving well or when he's not, he's still winning because he's winning the rallies, winning from the serve, winning the ones that let him start the rally ahead. So all scenarios, Medvedev's winning. So even Opelka getting the serves back won't mean anything because he won't win the rallies anyway. But on Opelka's serve, he constantly needs his serve to be amazing. The minute Medvedev gets a few back in play, then he's under pressure because Medvedev's going to win a whole lot of his rallies. So one guy has a serve, and when the serve's not working out, he's under huge pressure of breaking, and he needs that serve to constantly be going. And that's a lot of pressure, and if it doesn't, he's broken. The other guy can win off the serve, but then if he's forced into a rally, he'll win those also anyway. So whether it's a rally or from his serve, he's winning both. So there's no pressure to get the serve in because if he doesn't, he wins the rallies. And then also there's a lot of points where it's just a rally started from him ahead with him in control, and it's almost 100% he'll win there unless he hits an unforced error. So Medvedev has guaranteed he won't be broken unless he has a horrible game. Because like I said, it's either serve starting the rally ahead, it's one, or not even when there's nothing out of the serve, he still knows he has his rally game to go with, which he'll win at least 90% of the rallies. So that means he's almost guaranteed to not being broken. But if Opelka, it's just could if he keeps serving bombs the whole game, then he won't have a chance to break Medvedev. Medvedev won't break him. We're going to tiebreakers. But for him to stay even, there's always that pressure. Serve huge, serve with perfection. The minute you don't, he's in rallies on his serve and then he's broken. So that's the difference between the two. And Opelka has to serve huge to keep it even. The minute he doesn't, Medvedev's on top. Even if he does, he's not guaranteed anything because he can't break. I would say probably one of the sets Opelka serves huge the whole way through. It goes to a tiebreak. Medvedev can just get maybe 2 points on his serve, get it in play, force him into a rally, win the rally, and then on Medvedev's serve, Opelka can't get the 2 points back because Medvedev's winning points with his serve alone. He's got complete control of rallies to starting ahead for his serve, and then even if a couple 1 or 2 points, Opelka gets into a 50-50 rally, Medvedev can take those 2. But whereas if Medvedev gets 2 back and gets him into 50-50 rally, you can get the 2 points, get the mini break, win the set, and then one of the sets, I think Medvedev will get a break because Opelka's serve will miss a few times. He'll get enough second serves to get in enough rallies, and Medvedev will be too good in those rallies, so he'll get the break. So it'll be something like 7-6, 6-4 to Medvedev due to the fact that he's got his serve, but if he's not serving great on a particular game, he can just win the rallies. Whereas Opelka needs to be serving great to be even, but the minute he doesn't, he's in rallies which he's losing and then he's being broken. So I say Medvedev gets a few rallies on Opelka's serve in a tiebreak to get a few points when Opelka can't do anything on his serve. Um, Hard to get it back. If he gets it back, Medvedev's in control, and then even the 50-50 rally still can't win it. Can't get the points back, but if Medvedev can just get a couple back, get him in a rally, gets those 2 points, that's the tiebreaker. And then, like I said, the one game when Riley Opelka misses a few first serves, Medvedev gets him enough rallies and takes advantage and wins most of those rallies, gets the break. So it'll probably be a 7-6, 6-4. The main advantage that Medvedev's got a serve plus amazing rallying ability, whereas Opelka just has to serve, and when he's forced into a rally, he's in huge trouble. Whereas Medvedev's good with both the serve and the rallying game. He's got both. So 7-6, 6-4, Medvedev takes it. He wins another Masters 1000 title. He's the Toronto Masters 1000 2021 champion, Daniil Medvedev. Straight sets, but 2 very close sets. But I'm giving it to Medvedev for today. Subscribe. I'm going to review the final tomorrow or the day after. Then I'll be previewing the Cincinnati Masters 1000. I'm trying to interview some of the best players in the world. That's all coming up. So subscribe, guys. Bell notification. Thumbs up. Be back here for my review of this Toronto Masters final and the preview of the Cincinnati, all coming up on this channel, plus interviews with some of the best players in the world. So subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Have a great day or night. Bye for now. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now, guys. Bye, guys. Thanks for being with me. Don't forget to subscribe.